6 different goals, 6 different goal scorers for Bayern as they destroy Mainz 6-2. Jules, they're on fire.
Yeah.
And even with Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting up front, who scored again?
He scored again. You're right. I mean, he's 6-5 now or 7-6, something like that. Crazy. Sadio Mane, Mathys Tel who came on. Even the subs who came on. So Tel, Kingsley Coman gave an assist. It was just great. You thought maybe they could be tired after the midweek and playing every 3 days now, like all the big teams. But no, this team a bit fresher, to be fair, than others. And certainly the rhythm they have. And Nagelsmann sort of highlighted after the game Mane and his position on the left, like at Liverpool. And I mean, it was a no-brainer. I know he tried to play more centrally at the beginning, but now to have Choupo there and Mane more in his sort of familiar best position environment is obviously much better. It's no brainer.
But can you shoehorn? Okay, so we know Ulreich's going to come in, no problem. He's going to make way for Neuer. Ulreich, by the way, who saved the penalty, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But what happens when Muller and Sane need to start?
Yeah, we'll see. But it's working well like this, so.
Jules, Union Berlin continue to troll you.
Aye.
Still against all odds. They're top of the table in the Bundesliga, even though it took a comeback at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach. And what else? A 97th minute set-piece winner to get the points to keep them ahead.
Incredible end of the game. They've done this before. They're tired. They look tired. They're clearly on the edge. They have a small squad, and yet they keep winning.
They are Destiny's team.
Yeah. Borussia Dortmund win away to Eintracht Frankfurt 2-1. But Gab, how about referee Sascha Stegemann saying after the game that he made a mistake in not giving a penalty when Karim Adeyemi shoved Jesper Lindstrom. It's not the first time we saw in Germany referees come on television or on records to say like, yeah, this is the mistake I made and I should have done it differently, blah, blah, blah. It's good.
What are you saying? That the referees in Germany are grown-ups?
Yeah, in France as well, by the way, the weekend we had a referee having an interview saying, like, I made a mistake in my last game.
Look, this was a big mistake because Borussia Dortmund played really badly in this game. For once, Borussia Dortmund have been unlucky many times in the past. This time they were super, super lucky. If I was an Eintracht fan, I'd be angry. What was interesting about Stegemann here, so the incident is, you can watch it on YouTube, is Adeyemi basically pushing Jesper Lindstrom, right?
Yeah, like a proper
He saw it, and in real time to the referee, it seemed like a coming together, as they like to say here. And if you watch on the video, there's guy's got two hands on him, right? Yeah. So he said, well, VAR, I guess, since I'd seen it, VAR decided it wasn't a clear and obvious error. I'm in two minds about this. I don't want VAR to re-referee. But I think one of the things you as VAR should do is you should know your referee well enough. And you should know that if Stegemann sees this again, is he going to give the penalty?
Yeah. If
I'm reasonably confident that he will give the penalty and change the outcome of this game, if he sees it again, you should have him do the on-field review.
I know.
Right? This whole idea that like, oh no, VAR only intervenes if it's a clear and obvious error. I know why that's in the rules. But if you know that he's going to do this, I don't know. I appreciate his honesty. But if I'm an Eintracht fan, I'm pretty angry right now.
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen lose away to Leipzig 2-0. Jules, both clubs changed managers this season. The difference is Marco Rose is undefeated in 9 and has beaten Real Madrid, whereas Xabi Alonso, after winning on his debut against Schalke 4-0, but hey, Schalke, right?
Yeah, Schalke.
Has taken just 2 points from his last 5 and is in the bottom 3.
Yeah, I thought it was worrying, the difference between the two teams. And I guess you talk about Marco Rose being undefeated. It's not the same experience either between Rose and Xabi Alonso, who've been saying might become a great manager and certainly has a great mind and worked under great managers. But this is all new to him. He's only been in charge for 7 games or something in all competition, or 8 games. I just thought Leipzig were too good. And Kunku, I love what Rose has done with Szoboszlai, who's back to his best. And for Xabi Alonso, I think it's worrying because I don't see any. Yeah. You can lose, but play better or progress, or you see a progression, or you see something. We keep watching them in the Champions League, in the league, and there's just nothing yet. They escaped Atletico Madrid, and now they've got, obviously a big game coming up in midweek to stay in Europe. But I'm just like.
It's really difficult, I think, for an inexperienced manager to take over without preseason, to take over a team that...
Especially when you've never managed. Apart from Real Sociedad beating... Yeah, but it doesn't count.
It's a completely different experience. And yeah, and look, to be fair to Leverkusen, they thought, okay, we said goodbye to Rico Suave, so... Yeah. How bad can it be? Xabi Alonso will be mid-table, rebuilding, and then next season we go again.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
But now they're stuck. There's only 2 teams below them in the table.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.